Tesla Canada have actually cancelled a lot of customers' orders for a particular model of Tesla vehicle. There's a reason why they've cancelled them. And now owners or potential owners, people who put the orders in, are a bit divided. They're kind of arguing between each other. Some are saying they should reorder a different model of Tesla, and some are saying, no, don't reorder. This is not what we asked for, and this sucks. Now I'm going to tell you what I actually think about this and whether or not I would reorder if this had happened to me. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for supporting the electric revolution. That's what this is all about. It might sound like I'm making a negative video here about Tesla, but I'm not actually. This is just an interesting story, and it's quite intriguing. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Great to have you. Welcome back, everyone else. If you haven't already subscribed, well, that's cool. But I think if you haven't subscribed and actually clicked that notification icon bell, you're probably not going to see the 6 or 7, 8, depending on the day, videos that we produce. You'll only get shown probably random ones here and there. So yeah, do that. Ring that little icon notification bell, and you'll see majority of our videos in your feed. And then you can choose from whichever ones interest you the most. Right now, you can get 3 different models of Tesla Model Y on the Tesla Canada website. The base Model Y has around 400 kilometers of range. That's the cheapest version. That's 60,000 Canadian dollars. So that's about 66,000 Australian dollars and 44,900 US dollars. Now, it's definitely not as good as the cheapest Model Y in the US, which is the 4680 powered dual motor. That's a single motor. That's the rear wheel drive, the Canadian cheaper version, which is not much different in price actually. It's only what, 2,000 US dollars difference to the US version. But yeah, the US version is quite a bit better. Like I said, more power, extra motor, more range. It's got 280 miles of range. So yeah, it's got 470 kilometers versus the standard range model in Canada. However, that model is powered by lithium iron phosphate batteries, probably from either CATL or BYD. So different battery type. Then if you want to, you can pay more and get the Model Y long range for 69,990, so 10,000 Canadian dollars more, or the Model Y Performance, which is 75,990. That's a pretty good deal for the Model Y Performance, I think. So the models that have been cancelled are the Tesla Model Y long range. Good chance Tesla will cancel the orders for Model Y Performance vehicles as well if you place an order. The reason being, now every single one of the cars sold in Canada comes from the factory in China. All of them, every single one. And it makes total sense for Tesla on a business perspective, because they need all the batteries they can get to actually be able to qualify all their Model Ys and Model 3s for the 7,500 EV incentive. Tesla will actually get billions of dollars out of this deal. Many, many billions of dollars. In fact, I think it's about $4 billion over the next 8-9 years from what I've seen. I think it might actually end up being more than that. But anyhow, the reason that Tesla has cancelled these orders is because the new version of the Model Y long range and the new version of the Model Y Performance have different batteries. So Tesla has given those vehicles a different range. They now come with lithium iron phosphate batteries. I can't guarantee that, but I'm about 99% sure that's the case. Less range in the cars. It's about 7% less range. Plus, like I said, the cars are made in China. So the only difference between these models and the models previously people could get in Canada, or the ones that they had ordered, which had been cancelled now, was the fact that they were made in the US now. Now they're not, and the range is less. However, it's not really true that the range is less. I mean, it is in theory, but in real day-to-day use, it isn't actually correct. I want to explain why that is in just a second. So the people who place these orders for the Tesla Model Y long range are apparently having a discussion on the forums. And the key reason for this is the range has declined by 40 kilometers. So what's that, about 26 miles? About 26 to 27 miles less range because of the change in battery packs. Now, that's theoretically less. Real world range, maybe it wouldn't be that different. The reason I say that is because the previous battery packs, or the ones that the customers ordered, were nickel ternary chemistry based batteries, NCMA batteries, basically the batteries that Tesla have Panasonic make for them in the US. Now those batteries, they're good, but Tesla and other companies say probably not great to charge them above 80% unless you absolutely have to. So what will happen is you charge it at home, it'll charge to 80%. That's basically what they're set on. In real world use, that means almost all the time, unless you actually select charge to 100%, it's going to charge to 80%. And when you go to a supercharger, well, it's not recommended you supercharge between 80 to 100% either, because of the fact that you're going to get a bit of potential battery degradation if you do that. However, when you buy a lithium iron phosphate based chemistry battery pack, Tesla says to you, no. We want you to charge it to 100%. Do that once a week. It actually helps to reset the battery, and it's complicated, but Tesla say, do it. And they say, if you want to fast charge to 100%, that's okay. I mean, you don't want to do it all the time, but it's okay. So, that means the real world range is probably not that different. And in fact, the reason these customers are arguing is that, but maybe not so much that, because most of them don't actually, I believe, maybe aren't so aware of that. But also the main reason is the fact that they're made in China. So a lot of customers are saying, I don't want a Chinese-made car. Some of them are saying, well, actually, no, you should, because the Chinese-made cars are better than the ones made in the US. I think Elon Musk even said that himself as well. Now, no slight to US workers or to the vehicles made in the US. Personally, I'd take the Model Y base range model over the Model Y Chinese model because it's simply got better specifications. It's a better product. I like it more. But the Model Y long range, different story. Personally, I would reorder the Model Y long range with the lithium iron phosphate batteries, because I think getting that penalty of 40 kilometers of range is worth it to get a car that's probably slightly better built and has the lithium iron phosphate battery pack with, basically the same real world range, theoretically less, but in the real life, in the real usage that you would use it, it probably has actually a little bit more, if anything. Now, unfortunately, Tesla hasn't offered any incentives or anything like that, but it's just said to the buyers, hey, we encourage you to buy another model, go online, jump on the website, and you can replace your order. It won't take long to get the car. And yeah, you'll have a slightly different version, but it's pretty similar. Some customers, though, have said they prefer the Fremont vehicle, right? That's fair enough. Some customers have said they prefer the Chinese vehicle. So people are having this argument backwards and forwards. Very interesting. If you're wondering if Tesla has reduced the price of the Chinese-made version in Canada, the answer is no, it has not. It's the same. Model Y Performance, long range, and of course the Model Y standard range now all appear to be made in China and have the lithium iron phosphate battery packs, which is strange because it's not the case for Australia. I mean, in Australia here, we do get the same battery packs in the Model Y Performance, for example. We don't get the lithium iron phosphate packs. I believe they are still the NCM, nickel, cobalt, manganese chemistry based batteries. And of course, I'm referring to cars that come from China. So I'm kind of curious to how Tesla's going about doing this. How is it and why is it that they're putting LFP batteries in one car and the same car that's going to a different country is getting the NCM chemistry batteries? That's what appears to be happening. Now, of course, the base model here, even though it's got a lot less range, it's by far the value proposition here. It's a much better value car than the other two. Realistically, it is. Unless you're into performance cars. If you're into performance cars, then clearly the Model Y Performance is an absolute bargain. However, the cheapest model, because it costs $59,990, it actually can receive, I think, nearly $12,000, Canadian dollars, by the way, in incentives, making it much cheaper than the other models, which don't qualify for those EV incentives. Speaking of the Model Y Performance, its range rating has been reduced as well. The previous model had a range of 488 kilometers or 303 miles on Tesla's website in Canada. So this is the Canadian ratings, a bit different to the US ratings. EPA range has been adjusted to 285 miles, so 18 miles less. That's 459 kilometers. That's around a 6% decline in range. Of course, the change there is pretty obvious as well. It does appear that rather than just making the battery smaller, which I don't think Tesla have done, I believe they've actually just changed the chemistry to lithium iron phosphate, which results in the 6% decrease in range. But like I said, the benefits of them are they can charge to 100% more easily. But there are some other benefits of lithium iron phosphate batteries as well, including more charge cycles. On average, you get 2 to 3 times as many charge cycles out of an LFP battery. If you're going to keep your car for a long time, as in, 5 years, 10 years or more, then definitely the LFP battery packs will last longer if you drive at the same number of kilometers. The other advantage of these battery packs is Tesla has never recalled them. LFP batteries just seem to have less safety concerns. They seem less prone to fires, less prone to problems, less prone to thermal runaway. They do seem to be significantly less likely to have issues. So, have a look at the Tesla's, battery problems that they've had in their EVs. There's been a couple here and there, not very many, but my majority of them have been in their NCM chemistry batteries, not in their LFP batteries. But when you think about it, it doesn't really add up because, production right now, the standard range model is by far the best-selling car worldwide. When you look at the Model Y sales, it's the best-selling car in the world. The predominant version, making up around 70% of all sales worldwide, is the standard range model. And you've got other car companies, Ford F-150 Lightning, the Jaguar I-Pace, the Bolt EUV, many, many models of car where, they've been recalled numerous times for battery issues. Tesla's never had to do that with the standard range Model Y with LFP cells. The long range Model Y with LFP cells, in my opinion, is actually kind of the best of both worlds. But let me know what you think in the comments. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.